there. What is one of the first things we do when we walk into a dark room? We light a light. We turn on our lights. If we're camping and it's dark, we usually bring a lantern or a flashlight. When Jesus talks about a light or a lamp, he's probably picturing something like this, made out of clay or terracotta with oil in the inside, where the wick would come and be lit, to be the light. In our verse today, Jesus says that he is the light. I found my book! All it took was me announcing to the world that I'd lost it, and the boys found it late last night. The couch had eaten it, along with the TV remote control, which is why they were looking at the couch. All right, John chapter 8, verse 12. Jesus spoke to them again. He said, I am the light of the world. Anyone who follows me will never walk in darkness. They will have the light and they will have life. Jesus equates light and life as almost the same thing. We know biologically plants have a very hard time growing without light. They need that for their food source and the photosynthesis. Humans do not do good in darkness over a long period of time. And if you think to a young child, the dark can be scary. Sometimes to adults if we're in a new place. We hear weird noises, we don't know what's out there, and so lighting a light makes all the difference in the world. Now, I have had a ton of fun going back over the last couple days. There's my drawing for Light of the World. And of course, I show you a blank page. The Holy One, we were talking about that yesterday. And because I didn't have my verses with me, I knew the name, but I didn't know the context. In this passage, it's a man with an unclean spirit, demon possessed. And the demon in him recognizes Jesus as the Holy One. We have the Messiah. I tried to do like a Superman shield with my paper. And Jesus is asking his disciples, his followers, these are some things that the world says I am. Who do you say I am? And Peter speaks right up and he says, you are the Christ, the Messiah, the anointed one. All of these words combine to mean the Savior, the promised Savior of God. And when you combine all of these together, the hope of the bright morning star, our Savior, our King, the one who is set apart and holy, is our light of the world. There is going to be darkness. It doesn't take long to look at the news around us to figure that out. The world is in a very dark place. And sin, yeah, it's just dark. And Jesus is saying here, when he is the light, we have his light with us. So technically, we might walk through a dark time, a sad time, or a scary time. We might walk through physical darkness. But he's saying he is with us, and we have his life, we have his light to guide us forward in and through the darkness. I think it was Martin Luther King. He said, hate can't be driven out by hate. It can only be driven out by love. Darkness cannot be driven out by darkness. It needs light. And if we equate sin, the evil deeds of humanity, the demons and evil spirits, they like the darkness. They feel comfortable in the darkness. They don't have that spotlight shining on them, exposing all of their wicked deeds. And Jesus says, you don't have to worry about that when you have me, because I am the light. I will guide you through that darkness, and you have life. I hope the rest of your week is great. I will see you tomorrow for Awana. Yay! We also have our camp night. The children get to roast s'mores. Parents, you get to listen to a Cedar Brook campers and staff and board members come and tell you everything you need to know about registering for summer camp. All right? Tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Parents, I'll see you there. Bye.